Hey witches, welcome back to the channel. This is Hectarios. This is going to be our weekly / Halloween Samhain tarot card reading. So, very excited. I love this time of year. I'm sure we all do. And energetically, I'm feeling like the veil is very, very thin. More than normal. And I posted about that on Facebook and other witches, and people were commenting, saying that they feel the same. And this does also relate to Goddess Hecate's return to the physical realm. If you look back on my past videos, I posted a video called "The Veil Isn't Just Thinning, It Is Being Dispelled." I posted that back in 2016, and I was talking about how that ties into Goddess Hecate's return, basically. And essentially, if you go back and watch all of my Hecate's descent videos and all of that, and all of the oracular videos on that subject matter, and to do with her return as well, you will see that I had already discussed this, basically, that, you know, what the veil is. It's an energy frequency. It's not like a gate physically or a door. It's like an energy vibration, like a veil of vibration, basically. And so the gates to the underworld, there's 7 gates, and each of these gateways is actually a frequency veil. Okay, it's vibration. And as Goddess Hecate is returning, or has been returning to the physical realm, basically the whole process of that was sort of to do away with the veils altogether, which allows for these different frequencies and dimensions to grow even closer to the physical realm than normal. Okay, so the veil thins during these Sabbats every single year, but what you have with Goddess Hecate's return is that they were thinned by the process of her returning in and of itself. And then it just compounds it when you have these Sabbats, which also thin the veils too. So it's just more amplified of how thin the veil is. For a full breakdown of that, once again, I refer you to my past video I did on the subject in particular. But definitely that's what I feel is going on right now. Goddess Hecate returned in July at the blood moon eclipse, and those veils were thinned in the process. Now we have Samhain coming up, and the veil is being thinned even more because of the Sabbat energy. Okay? So, I've been experiencing seeing orbs a lot more frequently, seeing shadow figures and things on the periphery of my vision a lot more frequently these last couple weeks in particular. I mean, it really did start when Goddess Hecate returned, but it's been amplifying as we're getting closer to Samhain and just the dark half of the year in general. I've also been experiencing spirits of the dead coming into my room when I'm going to sleep at night and sort of just surrounding my bed and trying to communicate with me and different things like that. Not in any kind of a negative sense or anything like that, but sorry, I don't know why my throat's raspy. But anyway, I've basically just been experiencing an upsurge of the spirits and the spirit realm. And perceiving it more and stuff like that. And once again, like I said at the beginning, a lot of other witches who I talked to on Facebook were experiencing the same. So most likely you all are too. And I feel like this is very beneficial. And another thing I want to say, the spirits of the dead, when they're coming, there's like mass groups and crowds of them, like hordes of these spirits. It's not just one or two, like I've experienced in the past. It's like a big, large group. And other people are experiencing it to that degree as well right now. So definitely the veil is extra super thin right now, and the spirits are crossing over more in masses and more pronounced. Okay, so I do feel like this is beneficial, though. I don't feel like it's negative. I feel like it's a beneficial thing. I feel like a lot of people's ancestral spirits will come through this season and, you know, depart their wisdom and blessings and protection and healing and all of the good things that ancestors do for us. I feel like that's definitely going to be more pronounced this season and more rewarding spiritually and physically. Okay, so that's what I'm feeling for this season, once again, for this Sabbath, and also for this week. So I'm just going to get right into the tarot reading, I guess. Actually, let me show y'all the Witch's Almanac for this week first. So I guess this reading will be for October 28th through to November 3rd. But as you can see, Samhain is falling right in the middle of this week. So it's dominating this week's energy, basically. Okay. Let's get into the cards. Now I align myself with the Most High God and the Holy Spirit Hecate. Please communicate the truth to me through these cards so that I may be guided for the highest good of all. Thank you, and so let it be. Please give us your divine guidance for this week and for this Halloween Samhain Sabbath, so that we can use these energies for our highest good, greatest success, and joy. Thank you, and so let it be. That was a really strong vibration. So I'm going to do 5 cards for the spread. I feel like I should include a card for the messages from the ancestors as well. Okay. So the first card will represent us. The next 3 cards will be the week and the Sabbath energies. And then the final card will be the message from the ancestors. Okay? First is the 3 of Wands, representing us. And this is an energy of, I don't know if you just heard the ceiling pop. This is an energy of being aware of your surroundings, spiritually, physically, and socially. It's about basically, you know, I mean, look at the image. It's an eye. It's seeing what's around you, paying attention. And this has a positive message of that there are opportunities surrounding you. Opportunities for relationship growth, for romance, for good business opportunities. Connecting with others in a deep and meaningful way with whatever you're doing, whether if it is in work, in business, in relationships, social gatherings. Y'all aren't going to believe this. There is a moth outside my window. And it's just like flying there. That's another thing. I've been seeing a lot of moths lately. And moths are associated with spirits of the dead as well. And I feel like they're definitely, to me, when I see a bunch of moths, usually it's around this time of year or a time when I'm working with the dead in particular, or with certain spirits of the underworld. I will see a lot of moths, and to me that represents that the ancestors are near as well. So I'm taking that as a sign. But whether this card represents social gatherings or interactions as well, I feel like basically there is a lot of opportunity there. And you need to be aware, because sometimes with this card, it can mean that you're overlooking opportunities that are like right in front of your face. And you're just not seeing them for what they are. Okay? So I feel like the main message with this card is pay attention this week. Pay attention during this Sabbath. And once again, that's socially, physically, in the environment and your surroundings, but also spiritually too. Okay? And be open. That's another message, because sometimes we can see an opportunity, but it's not necessarily that we're overlooking it, like we don't see it, but we see it and then we disbelieve it, or we don't want to give it a chance. So this card is also telling us to be open to these deep, meaningful connections, okay? The next card is the Three of Cups. Don't y'all just love dragonflies? That's one of my spirit totems. The Three of Cups is get-togethers, parties, celebration, social interaction, deep and meaningful connection with others, love, joy, happiness, shared bliss, ecstasy. It is also sometimes a ritual, which makes sense for the Sabbath. I feel like I'm starting to see a message form here. Maybe for a few people in particular, because it doesn't feel like this applies to everybody. For those of you who, you know, you're spiritual and you want to do something for Samhain and for Halloween, but you don't necessarily, you know, go to parties and things like that, I feel like you do have an opportunity to connect with a small number of people and do something, you know, solemn, small, and ritualistic, but also with a celebratory overtone as well. So that's just a message for some people. Don't feel like you can't, like if you can't do something big, then you're just not going to do anything at all. Don't think that way. No matter how small of something that you do, it's the intent behind it. And it will bring rewards. Okay? So if you're thinking about doing a Samhain ritual or Halloween ritual, even if you're just by yourself, there are spirits around you. Your ancestors are paying attention. And even if you're just solitary and doing a ritual by yourself, even if it's the most simple thing of a simple prayer and lighting one single candle, I mean, that in and of itself is showing honor and reverence and respect and love to the spirits, and they will repay you. They will be thankful as well for that. Okay? Once again, that's just a message for a certain number of people. It's not for everybody, but that was coming through here. The next card is the Two of Pentacles. And with this energy, it is about healing, restoring balance and harmony and peace, equilibrium. It's almost like this card is also saying that this is a perpetual cycle. Maintaining balance, maintaining harmony in our lives between the spiritual and the physical, between, you know, our alone time and our social interaction, our love life and our work, and just all these different aspects and areas of life. Maintaining balance and harmony between all of those aspects of ourselves and of our lives is an ongoing process. It's something that you'll always have to work at to maintain. And coming up in this spread, I feel like it's telling us to once again, I feel like it's saying don't be too hard on yourself. You know, don't feel like you're not doing enough. I guess that is a major message for everyone in this spread. Don't feel like you're not doing enough. Don't feel like, you know, you're not good enough. Okay? Whatever you're doing your best. Okay? And people will see that. The spirits will see that. And you need to accept that as well. Don't be too hard on yourself. A lot of us are our worst critics. Okay? You will find much more, what is the word? Understanding and lenience if you talk with someone else. Okay? The final card for this week, the King of Pentacles. This is a beautiful energy, and I also feel like it ties in to the Two of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is all about working things out. I mean, it represents good business, but it also represents sort of just negotiations, being pragmatic, making deals. What is that word? Cooperating with others and compromising with others and with situations and with ourselves. There is a way for everyone to feel content with outcomes of things. And I feel like it really just comes down to this Three of Cups energy. Making things feel exciting and happy and joyous and, you know, just having a good time with the things that you do. Whatever it is that you're doing, once again. in every area and aspect of your life, making it fun, making it a joyous thing. I feel like that will bring in a lot of this healing energy and this harmony and this balance energy. And the King of Pentacles is also a card of wealth and prosperity and rewards from hard work too. So seeing that at the end of the week, I feel like there's some sort of a shift or a movement towards some kind of success and prosperity or some kind of reward from something. And I feel like this will be a different thing in all of our lives, because these are just the energies and they're going to manifest similar but different when it comes to the particulars in each of our lives. I'll have to do a private reading for you if you want more details, but there is some sort of progress towards some sort of reward and result at the end of this week. And it could be something that you're overlooking or that you're not open to, but that has presented itself to you in some way already. So make sure that you are, you know, embracing the opportunities that are there. That's the only way to show the universe that you want to keep receiving, okay? And for the final card, the message that we get from the ancestors, the Five of Wands. And this energy is also very much about cooperation, cooperating with others, compromising with others, working together with others. Sort of finding the middle ground or finding a path that works for everyone. This card also represents healing in relationships, or when it comes to relationships, through that process of negotiation, compromise, all of that. There could be a lot of healing this week when I see the Two of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands all together. This could be something that the ancestors are influencing. I did say that at the beginning of this reading as well. I feel like the ancestors, with the veil being so thin and so many coming through, I feel like they'll be doing a lot to benefit, heal, bless our lives. And a lot of that could be to do with our relationships with our family members, our relationships with other people, our work situations. This would be an ideal time to do some kind of ritual with your ancestors and ask for help in the areas that you really need help. I feel like you don't necessarily really even have to ask, because once again, as I've been feeling, this is already going to happen. It seems like the cards are saying that this is already going to be happening beneath the surface. But maybe just give thanks and gratitude for what they're doing. You know, you don't necessarily have to ask for particular things, but you can give thanks just in general for the help that they give. If there is some area of your life where you can really, really use some help, though, I do think it's fine to ask for help in that, as long as you're being respectful and giving thanks and giving offerings and stuff like that as well in return to the spirits. So let me see if anything else comes to mind before I end this. Yes, I feel like pay attention to your dreams. You may have already noticed some sort of shift in your dreaming life recently. Once again, as I said at the beginning of this, I've been experiencing the spirits of the dead and all of that coming and gathering around my bed when I'm going to sleep, when I get in that like in between sleep and awake state. That's when I see spirits a lot in my room and communicate with them and stuff. And I feel like, once again, that's not just happening to me. That's been happening to a lot of people and a lot of witches recently. And I feel like that will just increase or continue this week. I feel like the spirits will definitely be coming through in people's dreams and in that sleep dream state. And bringing messages and communications as well. So make sure that you pay attention to that. Keep your dream journal handy and make sure that you are not just getting the messages, not just recording them, but take it in and apply it, okay? That's one of the most best offerings that we can give to the spirits. Listening to their advice when they try to guide us in some kind of a way. They value us listening to their advice much more than they value physical offerings, okay? So make sure that you are paying attention and make sure that you are listening when advice is given, okay? That's going to be all for this reading. Thank you for watching. I hope that you have a great week. I hope that you have a great Halloween and Samhain, and make these deep connections with your ancestors and the spirit world and get your healing, okay? If you would like a private reading, if you would like custom spell work, if you would like a handmade ritual item or magical item or a talisman or jewelry, if you would like to join my private Facebook teaching group, the Hecatean Gnostic Circle, which is paid membership, contact me through the methods below in the description box, through Facebook, Instagram, or email, and we can discuss all of that in prices. So I hope that you have a great week. Thanks for watching. Please like, please subscribe, and please share, and please comment. Hail to the witches, hail Hecate, and blessed be.